Final pick. Not a lot of time to counter out here. You have to lane up against Alina, and they're going to go for the TA. So an older sort of classic up against these magic mids. And you can just click away her refractions. Because it used to be you couldn't see the refraction charges. That's the whole reason why TA was good against these heroes. But now as the enemy, you can just click and see how many charges she has left. And you're like, oh, sick. This is way easier than it used to be.
Top little damage exchange. DJ rolls in onto Cuckoo. Universe with some follow-up damage and the first blood drawn for the Radiant. Fnatic get on the scoreboard first and take Cuckoo down.
Yeah, like the creeps are just stupidly fast. That's why, I mean, the aura is also amazing, but like the speed of those creeps is kind of crazy.
Lane, Abed, about to lose his refraction. Kinetic field. Guna might have this. One more auto attack. Abed falls to the Thunder Strike.
He plants the ward to get that down.
Hey, there it is. You're right.
But it will get killed when he comes back.
Still worth it, though. Nice
top lane. They've doomed Raven. Tim's is here, though, so they might find a deny play. All right, actually, he's just going to survive.
The Doom's done. You don't want to Doom Tiny, dude. He's got status resistance, big guy. Raven will still go down, and the nice TP from Universe immediately after the net from Tim's, just waiting to use that ensnare. So it kind of looked like a bait, and I guess really it was. 4 heroes from Fnatic ended up being a part of that exchange. Everyone except Doom.
And although DJ's low level, he has been stacking. So you look at all these Ancients prepared for Abed, and Envy's been going into the glaives over the
it's a
beams.
smoke. They pop Pylai die before he can ult, but now Raven hit by the Eclipse from Envy. Nyx Assassin is back in. They've got a Sentry Ward down, and Raven falls, but it's a nice ult from Cuckoo. Static Storm, Kinetic Field to follow. Universe has the ultimate, but hanging on to it for now. Sam H punished. Buyback from Pylai die. Cuckoo makes it into the tree line, but kicked back into a Lucent Beam. It's a 3-for-1. This settles down. Armel makes it back behind the tower.
Not the dieback again. Pi. He's got 920 HP, so this is an easy solo kill with the tree branch.
Could go the other way. A lot of Radiant heroes nearby, but not near enough. Pylai die just gets popped by Raven, just like that. Now some TP's in. They are going to try to chase down Raven on this side as the rest of the fight breaks out. Abed, with a lot of burst damage to follow up the Magnetize, will go down. Other side, Tim's on the retreat. Sam H still vendetta, but not much time left on it, and they just back it up.
But sometimes it's just how it winds up. He just found like 4 last hits top of that tower. He could buy some booties. He needs to get those things in the quick buy before he dies in this next fight.
I'll smoke rotation now. Maybe a good initiation will get him some gold here. Universe jumps in, follow up Eclipse. Lina looking low. She goes down first. The Warlock ult does also come, so they'll have a golem to tank up this tower and commit for a push.
Oh,
maybe
that was right after her Bloodstone.
Oh, that's brutal. She's going to come back right away, but running low on charges now. Pylai die. He gets killed. Golem still standing. Glimpse back.
She can't song her TP, though. Lina's not here. She has the run. And now they can't fight because there's no... And oh, what a disaster, dude. TNC, miscommunications. Block. It's just... Like, what just happened?
Yeah, they're getting slaughtered now. That's what's happening. Doom jumps in. He's got the War Stomp. Takes the Laguna Blade. Costs Universe his life, but that Golem is still alive, burning him down. Envy with some big follow-up damage. That was actually the Eclipse. I could have sworn he used it earlier.
Back. This didn't turn out well for Fnatic.
Abed's way too deep, and it ends up being a fight for TNC. DJ with a decent stun, magnetized, but I don't think it's going to kill anyone. Sam H gets a little bit low.
We got in front of him. Nice use. I mean, you'd think he had phase boost considering how fast he got there.
That was ridiculous, though. It almost threw me off. Like, it seemed like Fnatic 100% had that fight.
He goes this kind of a direction, and this is a really good game for it.
Yeah, this
especially when you have like a 3 Nyx, right? Like, this is where Naga can really shine. You get a lot of space.
Highlight die. Survives up top. Big reaction from Fnatic. BKB popped as they chase down Raven. Roll forward from DJ. Follow-up stun. Tiny gets punished.
Universe is really good about not using Doom. And he's also doing a great job of actually using the various abilities. No fight here for TNC. Easy Aegis for Fnatic.
You know the Toss Boulder doesn't cost mana?
Oh yeah, from the Golem. Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
It is a long cooldown, though.
soaking up all that farm, but Sam H has done a good job finding assists, I guess not kills, 0, 3, and 5, but having a presence and still good amount of farm with 79 last hits. Abed getting stalked out down here, loses his refraction. They time it perfectly. Perfectly. The second it expires, stun, laser, dead. Good night, sir.
But yeah, they're not going to make it. Even without the DD, I think it's hard to tell, honestly.
No, you're right. It's one of these classic things. It seems broken, but without the DD, would it really have been that slow? The team with the Aegis tends to feel a little bit comfortable, maybe get a little greedy, split up, continue to farm. Right now, TA is not with the group, so this could be a good time for this smoke from TNC to actually work out. The line of wards continue. They get another one down in an awkward position outside of sentry range. DJ now initiated on mid lane. They catch him. Armel secures that one. Pylai die also caught by a kinetic field. Abed jumps in. BKB from Universe. They get off the song to try to counteract that golem, but BKB from Universe keeps him alive through it. Tiny, the one that's doomed, and I think likely to survive here as they make the retreat, and he certainly does. Cuckoo dies to the Fatal Bonds, I believe that was.
Yep.
Already has a BKB, so it is a rather defensive choice. Thought maybe a Butterfly might be on the docket, but not quite yet.
Dire know where they are. They've sent in the illusions, but they're prepared for more illusion spam as they smoke up. They're going to find a couple, though, with the Invis Nyx Assassin.
Kind of a spread fight, but they jump on the Doom. Now Abed jumps into boot. Raven with the BKB looks pretty good for the Dire. Laguna Blade will finish off DJ. BKB used by Envy. The Eclipse, he still has the Aegis, but they split, and it does minimal damage. Armel on his way back in, misses the stun on Abed. Now the BKB there. Looks like the cheese keeps Abed alive, but Root locks him in place, and the right clicks.
Yeah.
Lena, an absolute machine gun right now, and it's 4-0.
We're going to see a gem bot by the Radiant. That fight would have been one if they'd a gem. It's time.
It's always a big item on Disruptor, but it's huge this game.
Oh. She sells, and it's a rapier. Let's go.
Holy shit, it really is a rapier.
The big cooldown, of course, going to be the Song of the Siren, and then that versus the BKBs.
All about the initiation. Universe on the high ground. Dire drop a sentry.
They see.
Universe goes in, pops the BKB. Doom gets used, and the Nyx Assassin likely to fall. There's Tim's with the ultimate. Again, immediately after the Warlock Golem. Now buyback from the Nyx. They're going to try to turn this, it seems like. Envy's used the ultimate now. The Eclipse is burned. Tim's on the defensive, but getting pretty low. They also catch Envy on the backside. It's Fnatic who's got it now. TA.
She doesn't have that damage, though. It's muted.
Yeah, it's deactivated. Has to trade hands. So he's going to give it back to Envy. Or try to. As long as he doesn't die here. Glimpsed back. Abed in a lot of trouble. This rapier is going to hit the deck again. Looks like Armel might have it. No, it's down.
Yeah, no, he's got it. He's running. Lena's got it.
All right.
He's out of there.
In comes the Tiny. He's going to get left behind, but all right to pay with his life if it means that they get this. A lot of buybacks used amongst the chaos. It looks like 3 for the Dire, 2 for the Radiant.
That's a really tough fight for Universe to play, because he doesn't really have a good Doom target. He feels scared to risk it onto a Naga Siren until he can guarantee it's the right one. Obviously could just end up being a illusion. And as much as he would love to do it on the Lena, she has that Lincoln Sphere, and it's going to be tough for him to execute. 2-man stun. Universe going in.
Yep, Roche getting low. There's the Song of the Siren. It keeps Universe isolated.
Oh, the timing.
And he actually dies to Armel. Now Roche falls to the Radiant. Snatched by Sam H in the end as they kill Abed. DJ gets Laguna. It's a dieback now for the TA. Envy, only level 24, just shy of that lifesteal talent. Does not have the rapier, and all of a sudden feels oh so weak without a BKB available. I think the double Disruptor ult is worth it here.
Yeah, and Cuckoo's just standing in fog right there. So they don't really have a good idea as to where he's kind of chilling.
Bottom tier 3 goes down. This will be the second lane of barracks now for TNC off the death of this TA.
All these bots on the Naga, though, gonna be very difficult to keep their base because the creeps are. I mean, the Naga illusions are still inside the base right now.
DJ rolls back up to the high ground. Fnatic in pretty deep. TNC looking for the initiation. They might get Abed. Sam H. Remember, he's got the Aegis. BKB forced out with a glimpse. Well,
somehow we
good.
keep reversing sides this game.
Yeah.
Fnatic is over. They are now the Dire team. You know, these are the Dire. Okay.
BKB from Universe. They jump in, grab the Disruptor. It's a good pick, but they lose Universe as now Envy destroying with the Eclipse. Armel, BKB, engage turret mode. Out comes the Ensnare. Templar Assassin falls, and Sam H comes back to life. There's the Song of the Siren. They want to reset, assess the situation, make sure they can maximize. Luna gets comboed, she's dead. Buyback used by the Doom. Might help secure another kill on Sam H, but no, it's a huge Carapace. Sets up more stuns as Fnatic running low on resources. Universe.
Pilot Eye has the rapier. Go Pilot Eye! He's gonna get out, there's no man on the Titan!
ETPs,
Pi has recovered the rapier.
It's gonna be a dieback on Doom. Those neutrals not helping him out. And it's a disastrous fight for Fnatic. Another really chaotic, spread out fight, but
it doesn't matter. It's over. Pi has the rapier. He's gonna hold. You gotta believe here, man. Oh, Envy. No faith. No faith in Pilot Die.
Yeah, well
played from TNC.
Hopefully he doesn't die here, and he'll end with a game of rapier in his stat. There it is. Congratulations to Pilot Die.
That's probably quadrupled his net worth. Fnatic. Speaking of some variety, some trump cards, the Abed Tinker comboed up with the Brewmaster and the Lone Druid and the Elder Titan.
Gale, though, connects with a follow-up stun from Tim's. Hey, Tim.
I don't know about this one. Toss back, top lane, DJ. Lots of tower damage. He is fast, that Windlace, but not enough.
Okay.
We'll go down to the creep, so good play there by Raven. Again, he's often very low to start. You saw him in the Earth Spirit game in terms of his experience, but it pays off. Like, if these neutrals all get funneled into the Tinker, they'll be very happy with what DJ's been up to.
Bottom lane, Pilot Die hit by a Gale as Tim's follows up with a stun. They will have the damage, but a deny comes from Envy.
Oh, nice.
Nicely done.
Yeah, it felt like a matter of time until Pilot Eye just went down, but that makes it all worth it. Just getting denied like that, he can just come right back into the lane. He loses 65 gold, sure, but he's back up to full HP in man.
Armel, he wants this, and he gets the solo kill on the Tinker. Pilot Die TP's in, finds the punishment, locks him in range of the tower, but still good stuff there. Now back to the top lane. Brewmaster hit by Maledict, now tossed back. It'll be tough to find the damage.
And there's a chance they could make a rotation through with the Gyro level 6 and just use it to clear these camps. And like, that would actually be like GG. As Cuckoo's going to run into the ET. He finds DJ and he's like, so that's what he's been up to.
I mean, you're kind of right. Now stun onto Abed. This Tinker's going to fall again. Rocket Barrage, call down. Elder Titan on his way in, but it just doesn't do anything. All the while, Sam H dies in the bottom lane. Envy looks like he might have found some entangling claws, perhaps, mixed with the power of Pilot Die.
I mean, still not that bad, honestly. You're the Dire side, you're like, sick, burn the shrine. Now Tinker doesn't have that to keep up his farming. Top lane, they're trying the big Elder Titan again here. Plus 138.
Raven stomped. Now the split. No way you're going to live through this, man. DJ. He hits so hard with that spirit damage.
Again, Cuckoo, he's back here chilling by the camps at the 7-minute mark. He was looking to see if Tinker would come back and go for the stack. And he's just going to be there to block if he had to. And they do find him, though.
Cuckoo goes in aggressively. Once this Tinker at least sets up with a stun, Gyrocopter gets the kill and then sent back to safety. Armel pretty happy with that one.
You know, obviously he's behind, yes, and a lot of that is the Gyrocopter is very far ahead, but it is still recoverable for a Tinker.
Yep.
Once he has bots, it all just turns on.
Once he has bots, he's 100 gold towards them. Or towards the recipe, I guess. He's almost there,
man.
pal.
It's all just camping in that jungle, and he's got level 3 March. It's coming.
Cuckoo's going to die in the bottom lane. Elder Titan finds that kill with the stomp. Sam H throws out a Gale, but DJ, he's pretty quick. Going to try to chase him down, and man, does he hurt. Veno, the next casualty. Nyx glimpsed back into a kinetic field. Stomps there. Stops the TP, and now Tim's in a bit of a sticky situation, but there's no real follow-up. DJ trying to poke him.
All right, out of his stash, and he just starts running down again. He's like, this time I'll bring reinforcements. And they're under the ward here. But there's no call down.
Abed with a regular TP scroll. Don't get excited. Up top. Raven glimpsed back. Kinetic field comes out again. A lot of right clicks coming his way. Should be a kill on the Tiny, the bear. Very annoying to deal with as the entangling claws come, and Envy gets another one up on the scoreboard, 7-5. Small lead for Fnatic, but Tinker, he's going to go down again in the mid lane. Armel with another slam dunk. Okay, that's uncommon?
No, I'd say it's been mostly the damage, it feels like. It's just, you know, some games it just feels real good to have the magic resistance.
Yeah, I suppose this is one of them. Armel glimpsed back in the mid lane. A lot of damage coming his way. Almost survives, but DJ with the Earth Splitter secures the kill. Great pick off for Fnatic.
I think the longer this game goes, yeah, you start to favor the Radiant. You know, they have a Lone Druid, they have a Tinker. But one thing that is nice about a game like this versus the Tinkers, you do have the answers. You do have the heroes that allow you to kill a Tinker in that mid and late game, as they'll also find DJ. Abed thinking about coming in here with Universe. Yeah, he's got that Blink Dagger. This is going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, TNC getting turned on. They've already lost one, and soon to be two as Sam H falls. Quick turnaround, and Witch Doctor Veno put to rest. That's the one thing Fnatic don't have an answer for. There it is. Look at this. They just need to find the Tinker now. They can't. All right, he had an answer that time, but see what I'm saying?
He's a real hard hero to grab. And he even gets the next wave, too.
And they get Cuckoo in the lane. Universe there. Nice.
I'm surprised they let top go so easily, though. Like, they had 5 heroes there, and it was only the Veno. I think they thought that TNC was baiting with everyone behind the Venomancer, which is certainly a real threat. But they will find Sam H now.
Gonna get gone on. Tries to TP out. Another Elder Titan stomp. It won't happen. Roche. Now the target for Eternal Envy. Could maybe wander his way over. Armel is TPing back to the tier. Roche already down to about a quarter HP. He is falling quick. They're on the way in. This is going to be close, Trent. The Dire actually want to do this. They're going to be intercepted, though. Pylai Die, again, absorbs this gank, and they kind of don't want to kill him, but Armel can't resist it. Turns, pops the BKB. Aegis picked up by Envy. The Nyx gets turned on. It looks pretty good for Fnatic.
Yeah, and now the chase down with the Brewlings.
Buyback
He's
used
looking
by
for that tornado.
It's a good one. He TPs in, glimpses back Raven. They will secure a kill on this Tiny. Stomp into the Earth Splitter.
I like how Universe didn't even bother trying to like go with the Wind Panda onto the Cuckoo. He just guaranteed. That's not much they can do. I mean, when Veno was super popular, we had like what, Mirana, Sniper. Those are the kind of heroes that with the little extra attack range, they're helpful.
Yep.
They can outscale the wards. They don't have any of that on the side of the Radiant. All they have is Tinker in terms of ranged cores, and he's only got 500 attack range, so...
Raven scouts out the entire thing, pops Pylai Die, then jumps into the... Can't find him.
He's tinkering.
He looked at the positioning before that. Now his team is ready to pursue. Tim's on the way in, and he gets turned on about immediately, just as fast as Pylai Die died. Tim's hits the deck as well. Now Sam H stunned up. The split from Universe. Looks like they'll go in and find that kill. However, he does get off the ultimate. Cuckoo gets the kill on DJ on the backside. Now Envy getting chased down by a BKB.
Oh, that's a dominating
gyro.
streak. That's going to be some gold.
Yeah, the ultimate from Veno actually kicking in. and opening up some damage potential there for Armel. First on the run, blinks away. Like he'll live. Not going to be able to find him. But I agree with you. It feels like Fnatic are in the driver's seat. I don't see that changing unless they take some kind of bad engagement. Really hard for Tim to find the initiation of this game, though.
Tim's was so close.
Abed blinks right next to him. He gets the stun, hoping to find him in the trees. Connects with that stun as well, but I think it was just blind. No, they see him. They've got a ward up on the high ground.
It also is the carapace thing. You can see where Tinker is when you carapace his machines. It puts like little pins that you can see in fog.
Makes it very easy.
So many things have to go right for TNC. They probably needed that Roche. Maybe they don't necessarily need it. Smoke from the dire side. They're going to push forward with Tim's moving ahead. He does have the carapace to possibly start an initiation here, but the bear is not nearby. Oh, they're going to come for the haste rune. Oh!
Nice cast, bouncing around on two. DJ with the BKB. Envy left behind. Armel doing enough right click that DJ's magic immunity might not be enough. It expires, and the Maledict will actually finish him off. 2 dead on the side of Fnatic. Again, see erupt big. Both sides skirmish over that haste.
I mean, goal callout's usually not the choice, but you can see that, you know, already they're starting to get a good handle back on terms of these waves. So the global call down helping out. Fine with that. The missile is like, I do like it in the sense that like it seems really strong against heroes like Tinker and everything, but how often do you get to cast it on Tinker? He did it.
Just caught Abed.
He did it. How did he just kill him?
Just caught him.
How low was he? The hold on high ground, the fact that they could actually kill that damn bear, and maybe a little bit of just like not enough pressure from Fnatic. Perhaps they had to dive a bit deeper. Maybe they had to use these BKBs a bit more aggressively onto the high ground, because they've delayed this long enough that
one extra little piece of fence.
Yeah, well, he can also use it to like TP onto things.
KB now up on the I guess that's true.
They're gonna smoke up into this high ground here.
Universe uses the BKB, but out comes the Disruptor. All BKBs used on both sides. They lose Cuckoo, instant buyback, but Abed now being chased down. He'll fall. Raven just trying to survive through this, and a buyback used by the Tinker. Things now starting to spread out. Gyrocopter isolated, but he's got so many items, he's actually going to stand his ground. Now put up in the Cyclone, everyone with buybacks using them. Radiant hanging on for now. Sam H finally goes down, but gets off a decent Poison Nova that will repel Envy as it ticks him down low. Now glimpse back onto Cuckoo, die back there.
Sam H is coming back in, a bit risky, but he wants that Tinker. Not going to find him, though. It's difficult against all these BKBs, but this might be one of those opportunities as he's scouting it out here and gets a stomp.
Fnatic are so scared, though. They know they need to contest this, but they know if they lose this fight, it's GG. They use the Bruce split to go in, and that will delay things. Forces an initiation. It's a good bait, but will they be able to get more out of it? And it seems like it. Nyx Assassin tanks the Dagon, survives, has a carapace in one, but will go down. Sam H drops the ultimate. The rest of Fnatic in retreat as DJ left behind. He'll be forced to BKB. Almost enough damage. Armel uses his BKB to secure the kill and get the courier. Both heroes dead without buyback, but a double damage spawns. TNC will easily finish off Roche.
Yeah, it would have been theirs anyway, but yeah. So that'll be Refresher Shard Gyro. Does he get that as well? Yeah. He's got Satanic. He's got BKB. I don't know. He's going to pass it over. Back over to the Veno again. The double pipe is pretty sick. And obviously double ultimate.
Still a tall order.
The second time they approach a tier 3. It took an hour. But they're making their way high ground.
Yep. Tinker spamming rockets, but out comes the homing missile onto the bear. Armel taking a lot of damage in the front line, but has the Aegis.
Universe has that bonus damage now.
Glimpsed back in, still trying to save the BKB. Raven uses his, and they start the real fight. The Tinker just barely blinks out to survive after the Poison Nova's used. Still looks like an okay fight for TNC perhaps, but now the Bruce split Raven in pretty deep, and it's kind of turning into two smaller fights as the Tiny's now isolated, stuck on the high ground. He's getting low. Tims jumps in with a nice stun, but it won't be enough to save him. The rest of the team nowhere to be found. Cost Tims his life. The Tiny...
Very nice.
Oof. God, man. 3 down. No buybacks used. I can't believe that Tinker lived to start the fight. That talent is pretty ridiculous. Earth
Especially
Splitter
when you're holding high ground.
on a 25-second cooldown. Looks like they're going to find another. That's Dead Witch Doctor. Okay. So maybe it's Fnatic's turn. They draw it on the mini-map. They've got a pretty clear game plan. Let's force the buyback, boys.
And then he pops the ulti and starts controlling the gyrocopter. He just throws him up in the air as the Wind Panda, and that's why those 2 fights were created that you were mentioning, and why the Tinker was able to survive. But 4 heroes return for the Dire. 20 seconds. Can they save Tiny's buyback?
Roche 5, you get a double damage rune.
That would be kind of cool. A consumable that's a DD that doesn't expire. That would be really broken, but kind of cool.
That would be stupidly broken.
Whoa, Cuckoo!
Big initiation. Cuckoo gets brought down. Universe BKB is perhaps thinking that it could be bait for more, but it ends up just being a quick pick.
Oh, the pathing everywhere, Nyx Assassin.
Yep. Now the BKB used by Armel. They initiate the other way. They kill the Brew. They kill the Elder Titan and the Disruptor. It's a disastrous fight for Fnatic. The Bear is down bottom trying to rat their way to victory. The melee barracks take a lot of damage, but it's like a guaranteed fight, it felt like there.
Yeah, and since his pandas are so weak, he can't just like split. Like if he had the other 2 talents where he went for the health and then the cooldown in this sort of a build, he can't really afford to do that. At the same time, it means his BKB is even more valuable than it usually is, so wasting it like that is pretty painful. But there it is. They get the Aegis, which means all that gold gets funneled into a Rapier here.
Buyback's a little bit tight here. The Elder Titan and Brew do have them, but with 10 seconds, you really don't want to burn all that gold, knowing you might need it soon. Envy uses a dust, doesn't find anything. They get the melee barracks, and TNC back up. BKB used to save the Rapier.
Alright. Alright, they're sending the Bear in. What is the Bear doing? Is it going to the secret shop?
Up to the high ground. They see it. There's a sentry ward down, but Tims has the Carapace. BKBs get popped, but Armel just destroys Universe. Buyback is available. Earth Splitter connects on 3. Universe holding the buyback, though. Good discipline.
Alright, it's time to buy back, though. They're not leaving. Aegis is gone. And that'll force them back. Those tanky wards, though, they do quite a bit of damage.
Yeah,
3x talent. And they still don't have an answer for this. Again, the itemization is like, what do? You don't really have a way to deal with it.
TNC doing this right with the slow siege, and I mean, they know. Fnatic know if they jump in onto Raven, Armel is just going to sit in the back line and Rapier down their whole team. They've got the melee barracks, and this slow siege is absolutely working. Now Tiny jumps in. BKB from Universe trying to click down Armel. The gyrocopter's going down, and it's a Rapier down. The Elder Titan, he picks it up. DJ, he's hitting for over 1,000 right now. Remember, he's got the lifesteal and the attack speed, but he goes down to the Death Ward. Where is the Rapier? Is it
Armel's
still on the
coming
deck?
for it. He's got it.
All right, back on the gyro after the buyback. The Bear trying to rat down bottom. A lot of buybacks being used on both sides. And the Dire actually retreat and just back up here. They want to deal with the Bear. The way Raven is, he's so beefy with that Heart of Tarrasque and now the Lotus Orb. They can put him in the front. They have to sort of initiate on Raven. And the gyrocopter is just so well positioned, not even bothering to hit the tower because the Tiny hits so hard himself. Now BKB used by pretty much everybody. They bring down Cuckoo, but Earth Splitter now going to be on cooldown. Sam H pops the ultimate, still has the refresher shard. Gets destroyed by DJ in just a couple of
700 damage.
This works. It'll be huge static, but
Armel
on buyback.
Peeks his head. They can't. They have a glimpse. They can bring him right back by the tier 3. They're in. They found him. He's dead. There's no buyback.
Down.
The lurk.
Raven, BKB, where's the rapier?
I think DJ has it. DJ
has it. Oh, no. Tim's. He's going to initiate. They're going to get a kill on Pylai Die, but the rapier is down, and they're going to get away with this. Or are they? DJ, Abed now forced to BKB. They're going to turn on to Tim's. Earth Splitter doesn't do much, but now the Hex comes back the other way. Tiny getting low. The BKB Bear continuing to pursue. Cuckoo with a death ward in the tree line, bringing Envy pretty low. Abed now also going down. The damage from the Venomancer actually stacking up. DJ still alive. The buybacks, the TP's back in. This could be the final fight as Cuckoo getting very low. They'll finally lose their healing. But Raven isolating DJ. The toss is back up. But DJ, the attack speed is just too much. He finally goes down. Rapier hits the deck. Now on the other side, Universe slowed down after using the Doom onto the Veno. They have the follow-up stun, and it looks like Fnatic are running out of resources. The Rapier is still down. They want to save it for the Gyro, it looks like. But 4 dead without buyback on Fnatic.
It looked like they were kind of predicting it from TNC too, right? Like the way they were sitting and standing up on that high ground, they're like, I think they might be nearby here, guys.
Yeah, it definitely felt like they were suspicious, to say the least. But now, headed back to the mid lane, the siege will continue, and I think this is the death march. Bliff for the Radiant, but BKB's used as Veno jumps in, gets off the ultimate. Envy returns a lot of damage, but actually can't quite kill him. Pylai Die uses his combo, locks Tim's in place. They will kill the Veno, but he buys back, Envy dies, and that is going to be it. GG. An epic game 2, 41-43 in 80 minutes. TNC close out the series, take them down 2, positioning them very well in this round-robin qualifier.
TNC have just shown so much composure through both games. I think game 1 was looking a little bit rough.